not for a long time, but I think quite well, courtesy of Facebook. We've been exchanging messages, and I've read her poems, and I've admired them, and we've had exchanges there, and I was looking forward to this meeting. And Vinay is the student, and someone with whom I've had contact after he graduated, which was some time back. But because of his literary interests, because of my literary interests, we've been in touch ever since then. We were supposed to have other panelists here, but I think we've ended up with 3 of us, which is not a bad thing. It'll give us time and we can discuss things. I will begin with something that I just read this morning. And by coincidence, I didn't attempt to look for it, it came to me. One of the great things about the internet is that things keep coming to you, because the internet, like YouTube, is intelligent. They know who likes what. And so this came to me today in the morning. It's an excellent piece on translation. It's titled, "Why Translation Deserves Scrutiny." Now, I don't want to read it, and I'm not going to, as it is, I don't intend to, but I think there's some wonderful quotations which I'm going to use, and some topics which are raised here, issues which are raised here, which I will use as a kind of a frame to our discussion. The opening quote, which is from Paul Auster, this very famous American novelist, is, "Translators are the shadow heroes of literature, the often forgotten instruments, who have enabled us to understand that we all, from every part of the world, live in one world." I like this very much because when I think back of my childhood, I went to an English medium school in Pakistan. You know, we were taught very little Bengali, shamefully. Now when I think of it, it is so, it was such an awful thing to have done, that my school, which is otherwise an excellent school, that they did to us. But 2 things have happened at that time. One is that we had a teacher, Sir Shakar Ali, may he rest in peace, who taught us for 3 years and wasn't very interested in teaching. But what he would do is almost every day actually, he would come, he taught us in class 7, 8, 9, 10 Bangla, and he would come and he would say, "Likho." And we would know that this was a cue to translating some Sharat Chandra text or the other, which he liked very much. And so I ended up translating Sharat Chandra almost every day, you know, starting with Rameshunti and then graduating to more difficult, more intriguing texts by the great writer. So my introduction to translation came that way. And I felt that I was living in a world you know, with Sharat Chandra's character. It never seemed to me any different to me. They might have been, Srikanta might have been in another country, might have been in Burma, other places, but he seemed to be part of my mental world. And of course my mother was a great Sharat Chandra fan, so there was a lot of other Sharat Chandra books in the house and I kept reading them. And I remember a few other things which I wanted to talk about by way of introduction and related to this quotation, who have enabled us to understand that we all from every part of the world live in one world. I kept reading other books. For example, when I went to my Nanabari, which is in Feni, and I went to my mother's uncle's house, one of the books that I picked up was Nishiddo Upanas. And of course, being in class 8 and 9 and fascinated by the title Nishiddo Upanas, I ended up reading Mother Bovary in translation and Lady Chatterley's Lover in translation. And they were wonderful things for me. Even at that age, I was enjoying those books. And again, feeling that I was in Emma's world, you know, that this was part of my world also. And, you know, I felt that I was inhabiting this other world naturally, you know, without even thinking about it. And Lady Chatterley's Lover, which of course was much more controversial, but it didn't seem to be like that at all. It seemed to be quite a natural thing to me. So that's how I grew up. And in East Pakistan in those days, Kamal will perhaps testify to this. Kamal is very young, much younger than I am, but he will testify to this. If you went to the footpath, you will see Progress Publishers. And I read Gorky's Ma, and felt that it was my mother's story also. So this was again related to Auster's, title. We are a part of one world. Translation makes us part of the world. But of course, translation is not as simple an issue as that. This article by Tim Parks goes on to talk about the plight of translators. Because translators, no matter how hard they try, will always be accused of not translating accurately or well. There's a lot of truth to that. There are translators who are incompetent, there are translators who blunders. Even the best translator will make mistakes. And if you read translation history, translation theory, you'll see that these happen. Well, Tim Parks talks about the translation police. And I think I know the police people, the translation police people all the time. Whenever I go to seminars, because I've now become associated with translation, people will say, Acha, bolen to Oiman, and my sir, Shopper sir would say the same thing. Oiman kibabe onward kore bolo to? And of course you can't translate Oiman, and you can't translate this word and that word, and you end up making mistakes, and there are translation policies after you.
But some tries are wounded pride like that, but
Sorry?
Many try to make it wounded pride.
Well, we can talk about that later on, but the thing is you'll never get an exact word. Well, depending on the context, I don't think there's one word, it will have to depend on the context for it. But nevertheless, translators live perilous lives, always meeting people who are critical. Nevertheless, again, another nevertheless. And this is from the text. We need translations. The world, the English-speaking world needs translations. Clearly and urgently it does, we do. We Bengali speakers in our part of the world, of course, need translation. We've had a very good history of translation. Progress Publishers was not the only publisher doing translation. If you read popular literature, Sheba Pukashuni did their part in translating. And so, whether it's popular literature or serious literature, we have had our own tradition of translation and our own recognition. And of course, Rabindranath, the greatest, undoubtedly no one is near him, it was introduced to the world of English literature partly through translation, because one of the first things that he did was he translated Macbeth. And he did that with great love. It's something that he did with great deal of interest, and he was translated his own work into English, his own work into Bangla. Shishu, the child, is a long poem that he translated in English, then wrote in English and then translated into Bangla. And he translated Eliot's Journey of the Magi into Bangla. And of course, you cannot talk about Gitanjali in this context. So translation is important, translation is necessary, translation is something which is done all the time. But it is a complex subject, and hopefully our discussion will bring out the complexity of it. I'd love to wrap up. This is an essay which is only 4 pages long, but it has a lot of other interesting issues, but I will turn to my panelists now and stop talking in a minute's time. But I'd like to end with one quote which I thought was brilliant. And this is a long quote, I'll just read the last line, where he talks about, Tim Parks talks about the problems of translation. And he said, imagine shifting the Tower of Pisa, I hope I got pronounced that right, into downtown Manhattan, and convincing everyone it's in the right place. That's the scale of the task. Because I translated Rabindranath and Jayaraj Das, I know I'm guilty of trying to have done the impossible. But nevertheless, you need to do it. And let me now turn